What's happening? Andy Slawetsky here. I'm joined today by Mason Olds of Canon and Tom Flesch of Gordon Flesch and Company in, actually, where are you guys located? Where's your headquarters, Tom?
Our headquarters is in Madison, Wisconsin. Today I'm in Columbus, Ohio. I kind of split my time between the two locations.
All right. Well, we have one of Canon's great dealers. I have the famous Mason Olds on. Mason, how are you guys doing at Canon? What's happening up in Melville today? Look like you're actually in a real office. The last interview I had, you were not in your office yet. So we're making some progress here. What's happening with Canon?
Yeah, it's nice. We're back in our office on Monday and Wednesday, and we're just doing our best and hoping print volume continues to increase and move up. And very excited today to celebrate Gordon Flesch Company. They're a long time and our largest dealer. We've had the pleasure, the various people at Canon, working with Gordon, the original Flesch who started the business, with Tom, Bill, and John, and next generation, Patrick and Mark. We're actually excited, to work with the new generation too. So they've been a great partner to Canon. We share a lot of values. I know we care about the customer first. I think Gordon Flesch does also, which has made us successful. They really care about their people. I know we care about our people, and they like to make a profit, and we like to make a profit. So it's a good thing. I'd like just to tell one quick story, if I could, to start to show the nature of the partnership. And this is a serious one. About 9 years ago, we had a good dealer in Wisconsin, in Appleton, Wisconsin. And like a lot of dealers do, he decided to sell his business. I think he sold to Global, and we didn't really have any distribution there. And I phoned up Tom Flesch. It took him about 2 days, maybe at the most, to decide. He opened up in Wisconsin, in Appleton. We very much appreciated it. We were in a tough spot. And why I bring this up, we were recently having a Teams meeting, and I know they were opening up I think 150,000 square foot building in Appleton. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, I don't know, but they were doing the groundbreaking for it, and they were having great success. I don't know whatever happened to the Xerox operation there, but I think Canon and Gordon Flesch are doing really well there. So it's a great partnership when you can do things like that for each other. So they not only buy a lot of stuff, but they're great people to work with, and we really do like them as people also.
So, and Mason, just to back up one sec, your role with Canon. Tell us about what you do and how long you've been doing it, because you've been in this spot for quite a while. You are the dealer guy. What's your responsibility with Canon?
Yeah, I'm the Senior Vice President of Sales for BICG, and I deal with many channels. The independent dealer is by far the largest. I've been with Canon now 31 years. Another thing that we share with the Gordon Flesch Company, they have many, many long-term employees, just like we do. And, we work hard to try to keep our dealers successful, and we try to learn from them and do the best we can.
Very cool. Very cool. So Tom, tell me about Gordon Flesch. You guys are celebrating a 65th anniversary. You are, let's do the elevator pitch. Who is Gordon Flesch and Company? What are you guys?
Well, Andy, first I have to correct Mason. We're not building 150,000 square foot in Appleton, Wisconsin. That's not happening. We did just break ground a few weeks ago on an Appleton facility. It's 15,600 square feet. Their representatives were there. It's been a very nice success story for us in Appleton. We've been very fortunate. The market really accepted us well. Since we're a Wisconsin company, we had operation in Madison, obviously, Milwaukee, and now up in Appleton in the Fox Valley. It's been a nice addition for us, and business has been going very well up there. I mean, it's been very nice. So, but it's 15,000 square feet.
I think I did one too many zeros, maybe.
50,000 square feet. So just a little one, right?
Just 15, not 150.
Just a little one. So Gordon Flesch, you guys have been around now 65 years. Your dad started the company. You are in 6 states across the Midwest. Can you name all the states you're in?
Absolutely. I'll even add one more if we want to take a small little chunk of it.
Whoop.
But we're in South Dakota, Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, Indiana, Ohio. So it's been a nice expansion. In fact, in the last few years, like a lot of dealers our size, we've had some opportunities to either go into new markets or to buy dealers in new markets. And that's really been nice for us. It's really helped us keep the volume up because everybody knows that the trend is going the wrong way, especially on an aftermarket basis. But we've been able to maintain, by adding people, maintain some volume that, you know, if we didn't have that opportunity or the ability to do it, it wouldn't have happened. And we were lucky to acquire a dealer in Iowa that was a good sized Canon dealer, and they've been a perfect match. And they were same product lines we had, and it's been a great cultural fit as well. So
tell me about the Canon line. You guys have been longtime Canon dealers. You're one of the biggest. What is it about Canon that is such a great partner for you guys? What you know, what is it about the relationship? And you know, if you even can say how long do you guys go back together?
yeah, most people don't remember this, but in 1980, Canon introduced the NP200. Mason, I don't know if you remember that model, but maybe it was.
I was still in college.
Right, in college. Most viewers won't remember that, but that was when we went up to Chicago, and Mr. Marassi demonstrated the MP200 to us in a little office, and you know, it's 11 by 17, a small little machine, had reduction. That was the coolest thing in the world. So we really decided almost on the spot to take on Canon. So we've been a Canon dealer now, you know, close to 41 years, a long time. And I think the biggest thing about Canon, at the 200 was really an example of it. It's a very unique product, and nobody else had it on the market. It was priced right, and we sold the living daylights on that thing. I mean, it really launched us. And I think what Canon has done over the years, especially in the 80s to the 90s, they always had a machine or two that really sort of set the tone for the market in the niche it was in, whether it was the, you know, 5,000 and 4,000 or 400, for example, was a hot machine. Then you had the, you know, 6650 and all these other 7,000s. They were just tough competitors in that slot. And with that, you could gain market share pretty quickly. And that was the real benefit Canon brought to us, was the technology. And their support's been great. I mean, you know, if we weren't happy with their support, both of the sales and the service side, you know, we probably wouldn't be still married, but they do a great job on that side of the business. And they have great people calling on us. We've been very, very fortunate. We haven't had as many reps, for example, that call on us. Probably the fewest of any dealership in the country, I would think, Mason. We've probably in 40 years only had 5 people maybe that have called on us.
That's actually amazing. There's some competitors out there that have a very different story, especially lately, that, you know, it's just musical chairs at some companies. So stability is definitely something that keeps a strong relationship, and you know, I know dealers do appreciate that. Great, obviously great products, great brand that you've been working with for many years. Mason, anything you want to chime in with on, and any response or anything you'd like to say about what Tom just said, or add on to it?
Yeah, I mean, I think the main thing is we all look into the future too, right? We're celebrating the 65-year history of Gordon Flesch Company and the 41 years that we've been together, but we're very excited about the future. It probably won't look exactly like the past did. And as I mentioned with Tom and Patrick and Mark, you know, I think the future is very, very bright, and the industry might zig and zag a little bit. And we obviously have some, you know, new offerings out there that we're looking to get into the marketplace that aren't necessarily your traditional print. And so I think that the relationship and the partnership will stay very, very strong looking into the future.
And Tom, your dad started this 65 years ago as a typewriter company. You mentioned earlier when we were chatting before we started recording. What are you selling now? What are you doing now that would maybe blow your dad's mind if he knew that you guys were into?
First of all, the whole thing would blow his mind. I don't think he even believed we'd ever get this big. I don't think that's how we'd sell as much product, has many people in as many states. Although, you know, when he decided to go outside of Wisconsin, he was pretty gutsy. And he went down to open a small office in Illinois in the western suburbs, just one guy, a couple guys down there, and started that from scratch. In 78, myself and a couple of people moved down here to Columbus and started this branch with no base. So all of them were started from scratch. And when he was managing a typewriter sales force for this typewriter dealer in Madison, decided to leave, borrowing $10,000 from his father-in-law, and without a job and 3 kids and 1 on the way, he was pretty gutsy. He didn't have a customer either. He didn't have one customer. He's going to sell thermofax. And he did it out of his station wagon, riding around southern Wisconsin. That's how he started the business. So all of our branches expansion have been from scratch, really except for one acquisition out in Iowa is the only one we really bought a big base where we moved into a new area. So I think if he'd still be here today, he would have done the same things. I think he had that entrepreneurial spirit to move to other markets, to expand, not to sit on your laurels or your own markets. And he always had a philosophy: if you grow, you give people opportunity to grow. So they have positions to move into if you're growing. If you're not, it's a pretty stagnant business. And you can't keep people if they're just going to sit in the same spot over and over in years and years. So expansion is good, growth is good. It gives people opportunities, which I think he would have done all day long. Yeah.
Well, it's exciting. It's great to see some of these bigger companies like you guys hit these milestones. 65 years. I've been out to one of your facilities. I think it was in Chicago several years ago. When you guys have another event, I'd love to come out to cover it again and see all the people, all the Flesches. Say hi to your family, your brothers and everybody. And any last shout outs? I'll start with you, Mason.
No, just, congratulations to Gordon Flesch on, 65 years, and hope they achieve another 65 years. And
I would like to do that interview.
We may not be around anymore, Tom,
No,
but
I'm not going to be here. That's for sure. But I hope Mark and Patrick and the gang are, and they've got next generation. Go on, who knows? But it's been a great ride with Canon, and it's been a great ride in the industry as well. I think it will continue. We're going to obviously diversify quite a bit as we go forward, but I think we'll be around. And so will Canon, no question about it.
I agree. It was great seeing you guys. I look forward to catching up with you in person, but if we have to do another one of these until then, I'm always here for you. So great seeing you guys. Have a great week, and we'll talk soon. Congrats again.
Thanks, Andy. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Bye, guys.
thank you, Andy. Thank you, Tom. Have a good afternoon.
You too. Take care.
Yeah.